So the day is finally here. Time to replace this. After 4 months of waiting for it to come from America, the radiator for this car is finally here. Time to replace this, replace all the hoses. I've got some new hose clips, I've got the fan surround to go on here, new water hoses for there. I've got everything. I've been looking forward to do this for quite a while. So what are we fitting today? Today, I'll start off with, first thing is to get in this box so you can see. We've got a new water pump, so that's the priority to do. If I was just changing the radiator, it wouldn't be so bad. It's only about an hour to change the radiator, it's a quick swap. But it's the water pump I think is going to take some time. Also, before I change the water pump, I want to do a flush of the engine. So I've got this tool. I didn't really know it existed until before I did some research into it. So basically you just put this onto your water pipe. I'm not sure if that's going to be big enough. I might have to put it onto the heating pipe and blow it in through that way. You connect a hose pipe onto there and a air line onto there. Forcibly blow water through the whole system and leave one end open, and it should just get rid of all the gunk in there, what's been left over for many years. That's my priority to do. And then after that, it's just simply changing the pump, send a new radiator in with all the new bits. Getting quite good at this radiator removal now. So that's the radiator out with the fan off. I'm going to need the fan off anyway to get the pump off very shortly. And it's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse with the belts on, but we'll give that a go. The old radiator's over here. I didn't show it in the last time we did anything with this, but that's the repair we did. We ended up just soldering it all back together, and it's held up. Not too bad. So, yeah, out with the old and shortly in with the new. So this hose, well, this blower, that fits nicely in the radiator return. So hopefully that should be good enough to fire through there. We're going to take the hoses off here, well, just from the bulkhead, and just poke them down in the middle somewhere. I don't really fancy sending 8-bar pressure through the whole heating system. I don't think the seals in that will withstand all of that, so I'm going to give that a bit of miss. I'm just going to fire up the compressor, run the airline outside, and then we'll get on with that. Alright, let's see how this goes. Kink in a hose pipe, that'll do it. Good little purchase, this gun. Very happy with that. But that is now demoted to the stuff to go back to the unit. Next thing to do is to start pulling the thermostat housing off and a water pump. So one thing that Rich at work told me is if you boil the engine like I did on the M40, the wax inside the thermostat does not go back to how it was before. So if you imagine a candle, the candle gets hot, the wax melts, and then when you blow out the candle, it solidifies again. It goes back to its state. I think what Rich is saying, if you boil wax, it doesn't do the same. So the thermostat may be in toast. So that's probably, well, that's maybe a reason why it was spiking on the dual carriageway. On the dual carriageway, it's going quite quick, reasonably quick. Where if you're going on a country lane, it's not going to be. We're not going as fast. You're not stressing the engine as much. Coolant temperature then wasn't spiking as it was on the dual carriageway. So just to make sure, I've got a new thermostat. I'm going to test the old one and the new one in the house when I take it off. I've got a new gasket for it as well somewhere. I'll dig that out in a minute. And the new water pump. I think I damaged the old one. May have damaged it running it dry. Not ideal, but it may be okay. But I want to change it just in case. I'm very paranoid that it has been damaged and I'm going to replace it in the future, which I don't want to replace anything else in the future. I just want to enjoy the car. I'm at that point now. I've had it 4 months. I've been waiting for this radiator for 4 months, and now it's time to just get it all done. Okay, so just taking this off. Now, this is the thermostat housing. And there's a piece missing that goes in there. I originally thought it might just be slotted in here. But no, apparently it's slotted into there. This car has been running without a thermostat. I mean, I don't know if that helps me in any way. I know all it really does is it shuts off the circulation to the radiator while it's warming up, but yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't have one normally. So yeah, I believe that should sit in there like that, or is it the way around? Like that? It might make a bit more sense like that. I don't know, I'll look in the Bible. Either way, that should be on there, and it is not. I don't think it's a major issue for the car. I don't think that's causing the issue, but it is something that should be there. I have parts everywhere now. I've kind of done it in a way so I know where everything goes back. So water pump is off, thermostat housing's out, and yeah, I'm now halfway through my little project. So it'd be interesting to see if there is any damage inside here, but I'm not really that interested in that bit now. I'm more interested in getting this on, and then we'll have a look at that after. So first thing I've got to do is line these holes up, because these are not these are not lined up yet. Once I've done that, I can nip them bolts up, and that will hold the plate to the body. I'm going to do that. I'm going to place each bolt through as it comes out of this one, and then everything should be in the same place. I do love shiny bits. Some of these bolts and the rest of the engine looks so rubbish. Apart from these, obviously these are very nice. But everything's back together. I've got enough tension on these, even though the pump's not on and this isn't on properly. This pulley, sorry, the fan's not on. So yeah, I'm on the stage now where I need to fit the thermostat. So I need to do some research on that quickly to find out which way it actually goes into the housing. Not going too bad so far. I'm over halfway through, and a lot of it now is just firing it back together. So according to the manual, it should go in here like this. So it may be easier for me to put it into the housing first and then insert it into the engine. So we're on the home straight now. Mainly the biggest thing now is the radiator to sort out. I need to swap some parts over on that, some little pipes. Other than that, we're looking quite good, to be honest. I put some water in here. I'm not sure you see that, just to see if that's leaking. It has gone down, but I think it's just from this pipe going down into the pump, and it all looks dry around it. So that's looking good for now. Looks like it's got a good seal. So yeah, next in the radiator. Isn't she shiny? So the original radiator was made out of brass. That's the material used back in the day. This one is aluminium, so it should offer better cooling for a start. It's got better heat resistant properties in it. So in a way, that should improve my cooling in general, and the fact it's not 50 years old, and it doesn't have a load of stuff in it. So yes, this hopefully is the reason why everything was going bad. I watched a video on YouTube where I got the idea for flushing it out with the engine out with pressure and water, air and water, and they said that sometimes the channels down here, they get blocked up, or they get blocked up at the top or the bottom, or for whatever reason, being old, bits of rust that come off from the engine, whatever the reason is, sometimes they get blocked, and then if them channels are not flowing, then you lose efficiency in your radiator. So if this one is not, this side's not working because it's blocked up here, you're only getting that side cooling. So hopefully this is a big improvement compared to the standard radiator. It should be. So one thing I have just noticed with these two is that this one is considerably shorter than this one. Not in terms of depth, I mean like in width. It is a lot smaller, so my idea to put this fan surround on may not work anymore, unless it was originally for this kind of radiator, which it is. radiators in. I had to quickly run out to the local shop to get some nuts and bolts for this. It didn't come with any, so it's probably not correct. I will change it at some point, I don't know when. I will get the correct fasteners for it, but that's on. It's not going anywhere. It's now a structural part of the car rather than sandwiched between two brackets, which is a bit nicer. Only things to do now are to sort this fan surround, put the fan on, and sort the hoses out, because we are not far away now from firing up. So the fan surround's going to have to wait for another day. I've just been trying to put these little clips on. These are threaded, so the bolts just go straight onto them, and they should clip onto here. Now, issue is they don't go on far enough to see the holes. Unfortunately, that's going to have to stay off for now. I'll have to sort that out another day. Okay, so we've got a little issue here. The thermostat housing's got a little leak, so that needs to be taken off again and redone. Okay, so that'll do me for today. It's getting a bit late. The light's dropping quite quickly now, and it's starting to get a bit chilly, and I'm hungry, which is more important. So today I've got the radiator in. Not bled it all up properly yet, as the carburetor's been a pain in the ass again. There's a few little fires again. I don't know why this is happening. We had it running fine with the capacitor, and now it's just been a pain again. I need to look at that next week, and also get a new gasket for here for the thermostat housing. I just changed it, but it's still leaking and it's soaking wet now. So I'm going to change that and maybe get some sealant to seal it all up. It shouldn't be too long of a job to do. It's relatively easy, 2 bolts, 2 hoses, and off it comes. So that's the next bit to look at to do. Everything else looks reasonably dry. It doesn't look like it's be leaking anywhere. So yeah, that's it for today. Like and subscribe if you're new. Comment anything you want to see of the car. I know you want to see it driving probably, but we'll get there. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.